Okay, this video is for any of my viewers, but directed toward Glorious Life on Wheels. Now, I watched the rest of that video, and I think my belief might be have shifted just a little bit closer to the middle of the road, because there's a lot of vagueness to this executive order. She's asking who's going to enforce it, who's going to determine who is a problem living in the vehicle and who isn't. And her video is well worth watching if you're doing the. I'm not an RVer, not a van lifer. I'm not monetized here on YouTube, so it doesn't really affect me. At some point in time, I might want to do the van life either by myself or maybe I would pair up with some interesting chick already doing the van life thing. That would be interesting. I'll get to that in the video. Now, you were asking who. Where are they going to put the beds for these people that they're arresting and putting them in various treatment facilities? Now, I've had this idea. Now, here in the Valley, here in the Phoenix metro area, which includes Phoenix and a number of major cities, we have probably tens of thousands of warehouses. Most of them will have one or two places leased out, and the rest of them are empty. I've had this theory that there's a potential FEMA camps. Now, the idea behind that is if our society goes to crap, I'm using the polite word there, and the president or someone declares martial law and starts hurting all of us responsible citizens in FEMA camps. These warehouses are the potential FEMA camps. That's the idea. But maybe these warehouses are going to be beds for mental institutions. Maybe they'll be beds for drug treatment centers. They'll take maybe the government's going to start taking these homeless people, regardless if they're a problem or if they're responsible and behave themselves just because they are living in a vehicle. That's kind of the way this executive order is written. So Glorious Life on Wheels kind of shifted my opinion more to the center. So I don't know. I don't know how this is coming down. We'll just have to see, I guess. That's just I don't know. I don't know if it's fear mongering and clickbait or if it's something to to be watching out about. At this point in time, I really don't know. Instead, if I ever start doing the RV, even if let's say I go down to Picacho Peak and pick a piece of BLM land, when it cools down, and camp out overnight my pickup, I'm going to guess if I'm out in the middle of nowhere, I probably have to worry about homeless people coming and robbing me. So I'll probably be sleeping with a 45 under my pillow, just to discourage someone to. And I'm going to explain to them that they probably don't want to mess with me. But before I'm not trigger happy is what I'm saying. Talk to somebody first. Then if they persist, we'll deal with it one way or another. But anyway, if I camp down at Picacho Peak or maybe out at Saddle Mountain there by Tonopah, I'm going to guess I'm out in the middle of nowhere. They're probably going to leave me alone. Now, if I spend a month, in my pickup in the Walmart parking lot, they're probably so that's the security guards patrol that. They just say, sir, you're going to have to leave. They're probably not going to arrest me. They're probably just going to have to leave. But I don't think there's any way I could stand to live in a Walmart parking lot for a month. I'd be bored to tears. I'd have to go do something else. Now, I wouldn't mind spending a few days up in the Bradshaw's. And if that one special chick wants to drag me up to Bradshaw's for a collab video, well, there's about 4 or 5 special chicks here on YouTube that I would do it. You go up to Bradshaw's or we'll do that waterfall hike in the White Tanks or the Strellas. We'll do one of those. When it cools down a little bit. And if you call yourself my friend, you know what I'm talking about. If you want to be my friend, I'll be your friend. Maybe not forever and ever, but long enough that we get to know each other. Okay, love y'all. Love this crazy world. Let's make things interesting. Bye.